Okay, great. Take your comfortable seat, friends. Any way that feels good, and just welcome this vessel to your space. And take a few deep breaths. You let your eyes close and your hands can just rest. I'm just laying them in my lap. You might touch the thumbs together. You might touch the index fingers together. And letting your eyes close, your jaw soften, your chin to bow. Taking these few moments to scan your body, to be aware of this transfer of breath energy. You might even be able to tune into the beating of your heart. Your next inhalation, lengthen tall. To exhale, bring your hands to your heart space and bow your chin once again. I'm going to own, but I think I need a little drink just before we do that. A magic elixir. Water. Okay. And welcoming ourselves with 3 ohms. Inhale. Bowing your chin, releasing your hands, and opening your eyes. Okay. Good morning, body. Welcome. Back a little bit. Tummy, your heart, all these good things, worms. Even the crown of your head is so good to activate it and give yourself a good head massage when you're in the shower, too. It's a nice thing to do. I'm just going to tap on the cheeks a little bit, the cheekbones a little bit, the temple space a little bit, the jawbone a little bit, throat center. Yep. Okay, shake your hands. And we'll stretch the legs out, move your feet, everything shaking. Okay. All right. So we're going to set up at the wall. And I have a whole bunch of blankets here. You're going to make it as nice as you need to. So sit up as tall as you need to. Just move the bed. Good view. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to sit cross-legged. I have this blanket down. There's another blanket just in case you need extra. And I think I'll show you quickly one other thing you can do. So I'm going to sit cross-legged and we'll change the cross of the legs. But if you're happier with your legs stretched out, it's really just about resting to the wall. The other thing I was just going to say, this, I took a blanket, just open it up. It's folded in half, but it doesn't need to be. I'm just going to do this. And then you can put it over your ankles and wrap it underneath your thighs. And that might feel, that I do these things and I'm like, wow, I feel so good. So I'm going to stay like that. And then just wiggle yourself to the wall so you can come to just rest. We'll turn the palms up. And just as you come, wherever you land here, before we bring in any, modifications or awareness, just notice what part of you is touching the wall, where you're touching the wall. And the light resting, just using the wall for support. And take a few breaths here. Feel that breath Maybe you can feel the body moving closer to the wall as you inhale, softening as you exhale. Just going to turn the palms to face down. You're still resting on the thighs. And as you exhale, start to release your chin towards your chest. And we're going to move into like a version of cat pose. So you're just going to allow yourself to keep coming down, but don't come away from the wall. It's just the contact moves lower. And you can take your hands to the floor, anywhere. Stay here. And then we're going to lengthen as you inhale from the base. Just let it travel up. And the very last thing to come up will be your head. And then pause. And now we're going to take the cow pose. So you press your head into the wall, take the heart away from the wall and arch your back. Maybe your eyes even look up. And then as you exhale, come back slowly to rest at the wall from top to bottom this time. Inhale. And on the exhale, the head comes away first and start to come forward. Just very slowly. And inhale, and as you're taking the back and traveling up the spine, head's the last thing to come to the wall. And then stay here as you inhale. And on the exhale, and just push the head into the wall, take the heart away, and feel this arching, whatever is happening. And then we'll just flow between these two, but not going super fast, just moving at a place where you can be aware of this wall behind you. Picking yourself up and lifting your heart, just finding this very slow, very conscious seated cat-cow. Next time you come all the way up to center, we'll turn the palms back up. Pause. And perhaps it's a good place to change the cross of the legs. And then just coming to rest in this light touch. Okay, now we're going to start to bring ourselves more into the wall. So you're actually going to press maybe the heart back and take the shoulders back, and so the hands might come down. And then have the palms facing down now. So the upper arms, shoulders are at the wall, the head is at the wall. And then just be with that gentle pressing to the wall. You might even notice your feet are kind of grounding and pressing forward. Okay, and then we're going to stay like this. We're going to take the arms out to the side like a T, the palms facing out, and then start to take these arms up and over your head. And just go to a place that feels okay. You can go all the way up, great. And we're going to grow tall against the wall. Just lift yourself up. And then find that anchoring back to the wall as much as you can through the heart. We're going to take the right hand, just let it slide down the wall till it finds the floor. And then we'll turn the left hand so the thumb is against the wall and take your side bend like we do. But now you've got the wall. You're just going to keep contact with the wall and walk your right hand out if there's space, maybe the head can turn up. But the head is still against the wall, have the left shoulder, if I can bring the right shoulder to the wall. And then as you inhale, come up and lift the right arm back up, both arms up. And as you exhale, we'll take the left hand down and reach up through the right side and just take that little crescent again. Stay in contact with the wall. Maybe the head turns so you look up. Okay, and then we'll come out. We're just going to take both hands down to the floor for a moment and stretch your legs out. Give a little bit of this. And then we'll find your tennis ball. I might this actually feels really nice. Just keep my legs out, put the blanket over top. Then we're going to take the ball, and I'm going to start on the left side just so you can see. So, you know, where our shoulder blades kind of meet at the spine. And we're going to go to the left side of the spine and the shoulder blade there. Know you can always change and move it up or down. So I'm just going to press in so the tennis ball is stuck there. Here's where if you have a sock, you know it's not going to go anywhere. But we're doing this sitting. So also is not that far to go as opposed to standing. Just start to move yourself. You know, you're just going not into the spine, but just the side and over to the left side and see how that feels. And then, you know, so I'm going to find a place where I can press in. I'm just going to press myself back. And then we're going to move the left arm a little bit. You're just going to see, like, you know, play. You might turn yourself and be playfully curious. Yeah. Oh, this feels nice. Just taking the arm up and back. Okay. And then I'm going to take the hand underneath, find the ball. I'm going to move it up a little bit from where it was. Just kind of finding a new spot. And again, I'll just kind of wiggle in, and then we'll find that place and move the ball as you need to, where you can anchor back. And then we're going to move the left arm again. And I'm just going to explore and feel and whatever's happening. I'm just painting a big rainbow arc over and feeling that. Okay, whatever you're doing, move your arms freely. And then we'll come back and I'll take the ball and I'm going to go up a little bit higher if I can. And if you can't, you know, pin the ball and kind of bring yourself down. Find a new spot. Move around into that. And then again, with the left arm. So maybe right against the wall, you know, you see how that is, or up and over. Every place you move is going to bring something. So, okay. I'm just going to take the hand underneath, drop the ball in. Now I'm going to go, see, how do I describe this? Maybe I want to say underneath the bra strap area, even though you're never supposed to say that because it's half the population is women. So, but that's about it. So you're not quite at the bottom of the ribs. You're not at the top. You're underneath the shoulder blade this time. Just move into that. And okay. And I'm going to anchor into that and just start to come, you know, not coming that far forward, just enough to still hold the ball. And I'm going to take it up. And just like we did at the very beginning, without pressing the head, I'm just going to move this body into a little bit of a cat-cow here. And, okay. And from center, release the ball, and bring yourself back. I'm going to go back to cross-legged and stay how you like, and just feel, you know, what's happened on the left side. And then we'll do all that on the right side. Okay. We'll take the tennis ball in the right hand, and we're going to start like tip of the shoulder blade right against the spine area, that little spot there. And just kind of mush it in a little bit, feel it. How is it? Move the ball if you need to. And then find that place where you can just press in. It's anchoring. And then I'll start to move that right arm, and, you know, I might put the upper arm against the wall and just swing this arm a few times, come overhead and just moving, but you're pinning that ball. And move this arm and just exploring. And then I'm going to reach underneath and move the ball up a little bit if you can. See what you can do. Even just find a new spot, and again, I'll get acquainted with it. Just wiggle it in and then press in as best as I can. And then we'll move the right arm again. Curiosity and wonder and joy at getting into these, targeting these little places. Good. One more moment here, and we'll move the ball up again if you can. as best as you can. It doesn't need to go up that high. You're just really, we're massaging this inner crease of the shoulder blade as best as you can. When you're ready, move that arm. In so many ways. Keeping the left side fairly soft. And then I'll put the hand underneath and just let the ball drop. And we'll put the ball, that lower area, mid-rib, say this time, mid-rib. But close to the spine, on the right side of the spine, the mid-rib. And you can just get in, wiggle it. And then we're going to pin it. So you just take yourself back and we'll start to move into this bit of a baby cat-cow. Moving ourselves here. And feel free to move the ball up or down, anywhere else. Maybe one more. And then I'll just be in that pressing back for a moment. And then take the hand on the ball and just rest. And just feel this. It is like a massage. Okay, I'm going to take the ball now. We're going to do the head. And we're going to start at the middle of the neck. And then we're going to move to that little notch where the skull sits in the spine. So start about middle of the neck first. You can bow your chin. You don't need to put a lot of pressure. You start to, rock yourself a little bit. This ball's going to move side to side. And then we're going to start to go up. And we're going to go just up a little bit first. So you're not quite at the notch. Chin is probably bowed. Just lightly rocking yourself side to side. Soft jaw. And then we'll go up and you'll find that notch area. So play with it a little bit where you can really pin that ball in. Your head is probably coming down. And I'm just going to play with the lifting of the chest here. So the head is as it is. I'm just going to hold it, push the ball in, lift the chest, lift the ribs, and then keep that pressure in the ball as you let everything settle back. Soft jaw. You can turn your head gently side to side if you like. It's not going to go that far. One more moment. Good. And then just take the ball out for a moment. Just feel that. Release. Okay. Now I'm going to take the ball and I'm going to go where the spine, neck, cervical spine, right at the top there of the spine at the base of the neck. And just going to press in there so the neck is free. I can take the head back, but it might not go back. And I'm just going to move side to side. We're going kind of over that cervical hump on the top of the shoulder girdle area there. Oops. Okay. We'll take the ball out. Pause. And we do this one lying down, where we're going to put the ball. You take your fingers and you just kind of feel that soft part, where the little triangle here, the shoulder. So that's where I'm going to put the ball this time. And I'm going to pin it. And I might even have to turn a little bit. You might have to take your arm up right away to just hold it there. Good. And then maybe the head can come back and whatever it's happening here, the right hand can rest. And then I'll just start to move the arm just very little up and down. So really pin that ball in. Good. Okay. And then release, take the ball out. I feel like literally lopsided. Okay. These things really sneak in. So right hand, find that little triangle, soft notch. I'm just going to push in. And then right away, I'm going to take the arm there to help stabilize that ball. And just moving yourself just a little bit. Just see what you've got. And start to move your arm however. And I'm going to go up and down. And then I didn't do that on the other side. But here I felt, up and down. And then just moving that arm a little bit. Feel free to rock while you do that. And you're just exploring, pinning, releasing. take the ball out and rest again. Good. All right, put the tennis ball down. And we're gonna set up, we're gonna lie over 2 blocks, and we're gonna do it really lovingly and kindly. So I'm gonna put the bolster is gonna be for your head. Just fix the camera a moment. And then we'll take 2 blocks, and these are gonna be for the shoulder blades. And then you might want a blanket for your hips. You know, I have this one down here, but I'm gonna just fold up this one again, because once you're down there, if it feels like it's too much of an angle, then you'll just throw a folded blanket underneath your hips, and maybe it's folded this much. You see what you need. So I'm just gonna set that aside. I'm just gonna pull this up. You know, we gotta build a house every time. You know, the studio is an impermanent place, while your mat is a permanent house. But we just fix it up all the time. Okay, so you're here, you know this one, we lie on the blocks with the shoulder blades are on the block, and then the bolster you feel, is that good? Do you need a blanket underneath the bolster to make it higher? Something underneath your hips. But then we'll take the arms out, and once you're here, friends, whatever you want to do with your legs, they can go wide with the knees together. You can straighten your legs if you like. And if, you know, find a, the other thing you might want is some support underneath your arms. When we take them down, it feels like not quite happy. Yeah, we're gonna stay like this. Okay. Eventually the arms are gonna come over your head, and that's where the bolster is there just to support them. So take a few moments, and then when you're ready, bring your arms over your head if they're gonna go. You can rest them, you can grab opposite elbows. You do a little hip walking, just extending, even if your feet are on the floor, just moving your hips from side to side, just release the low back a little bit. And then we're going to drop into this, we call it a restful pose. The heart is lifted, the head is gently supported. And we're just inviting in full breath. Just dropping in. Feel what's happening in your body, and that your heart space is being held by the sturdiness of the blocks. And you can drop in, you can let it go. Rest into the blocks. Okay, we're here for another 10 breaths. That's about a minute. Softening your eyes. If you have opposite elbow grasp, just change that. Now, start to feel the breath really moving into the heart space. For the next few breaths, as we move into the end, you can really open, expand the full circumference of your heart space. You feel the blocks, feel the chest moving. We're not going to come out completely. We're just going to bend the knees and move into a windshield wiper here. You're rolling, and if you still have your arms over your head, maybe you're holding opposite elbows, just let that be a bit of an anchor. So if the knees drop to one side, there's a subtle stretch on the opposite side. Let the knees drop to the right, and if you need to release anything, do it. And you flex the feet a little bit. And just take 2 breaths here. And then we'll roll the knees over to the left and take 2 breaths here. Good. Okay, bring the knees up. Walk your feet in. We're going to come up, and you're welcome to roll to the side, but you're going to take the hands and just lift the head and then lift the arm. I'm just going to come up just enough to get that shoulders into the block, and then maybe all the way up. And good. Oh, nice. All right, and then we'll move the blocks. We're going to bring them back, but I always love to, once you do something like that, to just take a moment and just feel as you come down, and just have this one blanket. You could have another blanket under your head. I'm just going to open the arms and just feel that expansive wing space. Legs can go straight or they can stay bent. Just feel the heaviness to the earth. This opening of your chest. Okay, I'm going to heel toe the feet together, and we're going to take a little bridge like we do up and down a few times. So just wiggle down so my feet aren't on the blanket. And I still have my socks on. Probably should come off, but I'm going to keep them just for a moment. So anchor yourself and release. And then as you inhale, feel the feet and lift the hips. And maybe, it's like you're against the wall and just feeling the spine come all the way down. Maybe you take a little arch as you come down, like a little bit of a cow, and then just continuing on. And your arms can stay by your sides, or they can come over your head. You're just rolling yourself, consciously feeling this spinal roll that's happening. Maybe picture yourself at 90 doing this. Wouldn't that be great? No reason why I can't. Okay, last one. Come all the way down, and as you come down, bring your knees into your chest, give them a little hug, and rock yourself side to side. Let's keep the right knee into your chest. We'll put the left foot down, and the left leg can go straight if you have space, or stay bent. We'll just rock this right knee in and out a few times. And then bring the knee in. Keep the clasp of the fingers, but drop this knee out to the right side. So the left hand still holding wherever it goes. Now I'm going to take the left leg because I can't straighten it. I don't have enough room. I'm going to heel toe the left foot over to the right and drop that left knee out to the left. And then turn your head to the left. It was a bit of active happening. I'm going to push this right knee out a little more so that the foot's not, maybe the ankle's in line with the knee a little better. Good. And then bring everything back to center. We'll cross this right ankle over the left knee. Just pause for a moment. And then take your left foot and heel toe it over to the left a little more. We're making it a little of an angle. And take the arms overhead. Maybe the bolster's still there. Good. Maybe move your right ankle around. If it's free, just circle it. And then take this, so the legs stay as they are, you're just going to drop them over to the right. And if you need to take that right foot off the left knee, do it. Find whatever's here. Left foot's a little active just to support the knee. Good, inhale. And exhale, bring it all back. Walk that left foot back to center, and we'll go to thread the needle. So however you need to grab behind that left thigh, and maybe you need to rock yourself a little bit and waken, welcome, all of that. And we're here for about 5 breaths, and you can stay like this. If you like to straighten the left leg, bring more in, you're welcome to do that too. Whatever you're doing, smiling, receiving, breathing, and softening. One last breath. We'll release the left foot to the floor. We're going to do one more, keep the package, but we're going to walk that left foot now over to the right, just do maybe one or two walks, and then drop this package over to the left side. Then you have your blocks handy if you need to put your foot on a block or a blanket. It doesn't need to come right to the floor, but it's great if it does, or at least to support on something. And then take your left hand and see if you can find your right ankle. And then it's about the letting it all go. Maybe the head can turn. So this is a big release here for this. And I just want to really let go of that hip. Side of the waist. And softening yourself back to the floor. Take one more breath. And then we'll release. Take this package back up. Set the feet on the floor. Feel. And maybe if you need a little windshield wiper or hugging the knees in and rocking, whatever you want to do for the next few moments, we'll take a little intermission. And eventually you find your left thigh in, change the interlace, right foot to the floor or stretched out straight. Let's rock that in and out a few times. And then hugging it in. We're going to drop this leg over to the left side and keep the interlace. And then I did this on the other side, so I'm going to do the same thing. Bend the right leg, walk the right foot a little bit into center, and then drop the right knee. Turn the gaze and find the strength you need to hold the stability that you need. Breathe into discomfort. And then bring it back up. Reposition the right foot. We'll cross ankle over knee. And then we're going to find this longer on the left side. So the right foot walks out to the right a little bit. Open your arms out. The head can turn gently to the left. And then we'll drop this leg package over to the left. It's find what you need. Oh, I said head turn to the left. We're going to turn the head to the right. If you have knee pain, you adjust. Hip pain, if you can't breathe into it, adjust. One more big breath. Bring it up, everything to center. Readjust your foot, your hips even, and then we'll move to thread the needle. And do what you need to do here. You need a strap, bring it in. You want to rock a little bit. Welcome it in. Yes. Oh, we didn't roll the ankle. We're going to roll the left ankle a couple seconds here. Okay, and then we're going to drop in for, let's say 10 breaths last time, for a little bit. Find whatever you like. Make it your own and feel what this shape is inviting you to breathe into. And cultivate joy in the discomfort. One more breath. We'll keep the package as it is, but release the right foot to the floor. And we're going to walk that right foot over to the left side a little bit. Put your arms out and release this package now to the right. Rock up as you need to underneath your foot. More height. Put it there. And then grab your ankle if you can. And now we turn the head to the left and bathe in the release of psoas stretch. A great one after a road trip. You're like, oh, I don't know what to do to release my low back and my tight outer hips. This is it. Take one more breath. Bring everything up and release. Do whatever feels good here. Windshield wiper, locking your knees in, all these things. Massage your back. Good. Okay. So now we're going to come back up to put those blocks underneath the chest. We'll come up any way you like. You know, if we have no props, it's a good opportunity to do some rocking and rolling. Just doing this really different parts. Good. Okay. And once you come up, you're up. Awesome. All right. So we're going to take Bishmasana is the name of this pose. And it's really like a supported fish pose. And you know the blocks. I have one for the chest, one for the head. They can go any height. And if you prefer to put the bolster over top, you go ahead and do that. You find, and you know, if you have skinny blocks like I do, you could even go put the blocks together and bring the bolster in for your head. So you're going to create, I'm going to go second height, maybe first height for the head and see what happens. Okay, we're going to sit on this blanket and I take the thumbs, just kind of find it in. It could be the lowest height, don't feel you have to do this. Now we get those shoulder blades on the block. And so as soon as I come down, I actually lift the chest and put it back. And it's like, oh, okay. And then the one for the head. The more you know, you don't, whatever height you chose is great. You can just stay there. And if you feel you want to go lower, you lower the head, it's going to give you a deeper arch. You can think about that cat-cow at the wall we were doing. And this is, you know, can be a lot of cow pose. Heart is supported, but it's lifted. Head is supported maybe higher than the heart, lower than the heart, whatever feels okay for you. And then the legs can stay bent, they can get straight. You can go cross-legged if you like. Okay, I'm going to start to take these arms overhead. My bolster's still there, so I'm going to use it. Let's open this up. Different support in the back of the heart. Just feel the breath. Like you can even move yourself a little bit really with the block. Using the block like you did your ball earlier, just to support the back of the heart. Actually, I was reading a piece about these poses that we do, like this one you're in right now. They're very good for the heart muscles. We're really like giving them a little stretch. And big heart medicine. Okay, we're here for another 3 breaths. If you want cross-legged, you can change the cross of the legs. Find a way to be here. Okay, and then preparing to come out, I'm going to bend the knees, put the feet on the floor. You take the hands, and lift the chin to the chest, and then maybe you'll come all the way up this way, or you roll to the side and come up. And as soon as you come up, friends, move the blocks. Let's lie down again just to feel. Let's come down and you can do what you like with your legs. You can go wide, knees together. Just feel this heart deeply, deeply resting. You might even hear it say thank you. Oh, good. Okay. All right, we're going to come back up and we have no props, so we're rock and roll. Let's take advantage. Oh, maybe I'll go cross-legged. Rock and roll. Come on. Okay. Yes. So we're going to take the bolster. We'll lie back over the bolster, and you have your blocks. You can make it higher. Yeah, amazing. Great. Okay, you can prop it up if you like. I think we're just gonna go just as is. And I'll put this blanket for the head. Pardon me. Everything moves. It's good stuff. You know, when we were in the studio and I would hear someone cough or release whatever, I was like, okay, great. It's working. We're clearing up. So you're lying over the bolster in a comfortable way. You know, you can always move it up if you need more, and then rest. Have my arms out to the side. Palms are soft, fingers soft. Feel the shoulders soft. And the back of the heart. Okay, I'm going to bring the arms overhead. Again, grab hold of opposite elbows if that's there for you. And then just inviting back into this rest. And while the body is resting, it's an opportunity. Follow the flow of the breath. Maybe in through the nostrils and all the way to where you feel it filling. And all the way out. And change the toss of the elbows. As we move into our final few moments, deepening your breath. Release the arms. You're going to stay on your bolster. You might turn the palms to face down as you bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. If you have support under your head and it feels too high, you might take it out. We're going to just lift and lower into little bridge a few times. So arms wherever you like. Maybe down by your side, you can lift up. It doesn't need to be that high. Maybe just come up as high as the bolster. A little more. And then we have this angle. I'm just going to do the same thing. You feel this lift coming from the base and traveling up. And then top to the bottom, release. And do two more. I'm going to take the arms overhead. Just a second. Stretch. And last one. And maybe you stay upright for a moment or two and just feel the feet and lift the toes up. And the chin tucks towards the heart. And lower yourself all the way down. I'm going to keep my arms overhead. It's a heel toe to feet wide and come back to the chill like this. Feel. Okay, come back to your center. I'm going to come back up. You're welcome to roll to the side. You grab your head, chin to chest, arms out. Good. Bring yourself up. Yes. Okay. Legs up the wall. Any version you like you can be right against the wall if you want to be further away from the wall. You know, just I would move the blanket down. If we're going to go further away from the wall, so you don't have such a big angle. And you're welcome to belt the legs. So I'm going to move closer to the wall. I'm just going to show you this. So I have this little loop. Just put it around the shins and see how that is. I'm going to come right to the wall. Yes. Those magic all poses. Yeah, socks kind of the maybe heating pads. Maybe not today, but it's definitely getting into that time of year. Yay. Just whenever you need to, pull the strap down, move closer, further, and open the legs wider. And we'll rest here for maybe 4 minutes, and then we'll move into Shavasana. Guiding your awareness to the back of your heart. Invite it to rest deeply, support of the floor. Softening your third eye, your eyes, your jaw, your tongue. So you can stay exactly as you are. I'm just going to offer a bit of time if you'd like to play a little bit with the lifting of the hips at the wall. I'm just going to slide the strap off and the feet to the wall. You can just if you like, or go ahead and just going to lift the hips up. And, maybe it's here, or one leg if you like that, or take the hands and just rest the hip bone, the cheeks there. I'll take one leg away and then the other one away. It's this like half shoulder stand. So the hips are back quite a bit and feet are extended. So whichever one feels good. Just, if you'd like to play a little bit or just stay your legs up the wall. Take one more, two more, whatever, however many you'd like to drop your feet over your head if that's your jam. You can do that for a moment or two. And okay, we're gonna come back to legs up the wall really slowly and carefully. Just take a few moments to rest once you get there. Whatever you did, you can keep playing too, because our next pose is Shavasana. I'm just gonna wiggle myself back off this bolster and might come up and just readjust your props if you like. So I think I'm gonna take We have to for a little while. One blanket for the torso, put another blanket for the head. Take one rock. I'm just going to put it like this and put the bolster against it so that the thighs are going to rest on the bolster. I'll take this one. Thighs are supported. It's a nice release for the back. Oh, yes. Okay. And so set yourself up in a way that feels deeply supportive. You need a blanket to cover you. Put that on. Sometimes that's just the right medicine. Drop in here for 5 minutes. Inviting yourself to drop in more deeply through the back. Staying in your rest, beginning to deepen the breath. As you're ready, start to invite in those little movements, moving into bigger movements and pausing anywhere along the way. taking a few moments to tune in and feel what's been revealed and released and open, made for the present. Your next inhale, lengthen. Exhale, join the hands, bow the chin. Great reverence for yourself. Seal this practice with an inhale. And take a big breath. Breathe into your hands. And go to yourself. Keep going. And out into this world, Bring it out. So big love, big heart. Thank you. All right. Magic. See you later. Thank you. Have a great day. I'm catching it all.